Welcome to day 29 of our 30-day yoga challenge. If you'd like to do some living room yoga with me, roll out your mat, get into something comfy, and start out in a seated position. Hands resting lightly on the knees. Let's do a little bit of awareness, bringing yourself into this moment. Bringing awareness into the body, breathing deeply in and exhaling out. Slowly roll your head first one direction, then another, however feels good for your neck. Perhaps swing your head down from one shoulder, down to your chest, and then over to the other. Then rock it back the other way. Getting all the kinks out from when you were sleeping. When ready, get into child's pose. Let your body be heavy against the mat, trusting the ground beneath you to hold your weight. Lift up, opening your chest to the sky, and then exhale, bringing the forehead back down to the mat. Clasp your hands behind your back and pull all the way up, arching the back, and then lower all the way down to the mat again. Breathe deeply in and lift your chest up all the way, arching the back, and then exhale, lowering down, lifting the arms up and overhead, stretching out the shoulders. Slowly extend the arms out and tend the fingers, feeling a deep stretch along the arms. And then come up on your knees, hips over knees, and extend your heart center out, your arms out into puppy pose, letting your heart touch the mat. If the stretch is a little intense for this early in the day, let your head rest on the mat instead of your chin. Transition forward, elbows under shoulders in Sphinx pose. Breathing in and out. Then lift up into upward facing dog. The tops of your feet are on the mat only. Look over one shoulder, then the other, introducing movement into the hips and side body. Tuck the chin and lift the hips up and back into downward facing dog. Take your dog for a walk, bending first one knee, then the other. Cross your left foot over the right and get up on your right toes, pushing your chest towards your thighs, feeling a deep stretch in the calf muscles. Go back to downward facing dog, then take the right ankle and cross it over the front of your left. Getting up on your left toes on the balls of your feet a few times. Then bring the right foot up and through your hands to the front into a low lunge. Push your hips forward and sit up, Your arms can be resting lightly on your thighs, or you can clasp them behind your back, or swoop your arms up high in the sky. Yogi's choice. Grab your hands together except for your pointer fingers. Look up to the sky, arch the back, pushing the hips forward, getting a deep stretch. Release, placing the hands down on the mat. Then shift your weight a little bit deeper. Breathing deeply in and out. Shift your hips backwards and straighten your right leg, flexing your foot. Take a few moments to push yourself front and back. Feeling a deep stretch in the hamstrings. Lower your body over top of your right leg, keeping your hips square and just breathing into the stretch. Slowly release into a splits, lowering the trunk of your body over the front leg. Lift up, chest up high. Come back to a low lunge. Shift the hips back into a half split, bending over that front leg. Come back to a low lunge. Then again, shift the hips backwards into a half split, but this time put your left hand on the outside of your extended front leg and take your right arm behind you in a bind, opening up and rolling the shoulder back, doing a side twist. Release. Bend over that front leg one more time. Shift to a low lunge. Again, shifting the hips forward deeper, arms high in the sky. Then sit up, stand up straight, or sit up in your lunge, hips square. Tuck your tailbone under and tuck your chin into your chest, feeling a deep stretch in your left psoas muscle. Tucking your tail under, keeping the abdominals tight. Release and look up. Lift that back knee up. Arms high in the sky into high lunge. Pivot your back foot to the side of the mat to warrior two position. Then do reverse warrior two with your arm high in the sky. And then windmill the arms down, straightening that front leg, lowering the hand down into a spinal twist and triangle pose. Breathe in and let your left arm go to the front of the mat, changing direction of the hips. And then exhale, arm goes back up to the sky. Breathe in and reach the arm forward, looking forward. Exhale, look to the side, arm goes up in the sky. Lift up, arms go back in the sky, go back to warrior two. Lower the right hand down on the inside of that right foot. Shift the legs to where you now lower your hips down to the ground. Your extended leg is flexed. Your left heel is firmly grounded into the mat. Your hands can be in prayer position, or you can place them on the mat to keep your balance. Getting a nice deep stretch in the groin area and the inside of the inner thigh. Come to center into a standing center straddle forward fold. Place your head on the mat, elbows bent. Your feet have your toes pointed inward to protect the knees. Breathe in and lift up halfway. Exhale, lower back down to the mat. Inhale, breathe in halfway. Exhale, lower back down into the mat. Grab your ankles. Breathe deeply in and deeply out. Notice if you have any tension in your legs and hold the asana, breathing deeply in and out. Lift up, flat back halfway. Exhale, melt back down. Bend your knees, straighten them. Lift up halfway, flat back. Exhale, bend back down, trying to place the head even more in the center of your body. Bend one leg, then the other, getting a deep stretch. Lift up halfway, flat back. Take the right hand and grab your left ankle. Bring your left arm high in the sky, getting a spinal twist. Exhale, release to center, then take your left hand and grab your right ankle, raising your right hand high in the sky, looking up at your hand. Breathing deeply in and out, closing your eyes, relaxing into the stretch. Release back down. Hands go to center. Bend the knees. Heel toe your feet slightly closer to give you some stability and reach high in the sky. Now face the other way with your left leg in the front of the mat into warrior two. Bring your arm high in the sky in reverse warrior, then windmill the arms down to the ground. Reach your right hand high in the sky. Look forward, shifting the hips. Straighten that front leg and extend the arm high in the sky. Breathe in, look forward. Exhale, look sideways with the arm high in the sky. Rebend that front knee. Straighten. Bend the opposite knee down and sink down on your hips. Your extended leg to your side is flexed. And readjust however you need. Stretching out that inner thigh area and your groin muscles. Left leg is extended and you're seated down, squatted on your right hip. Your right heel is firmly grounded into the mat. Now lift yourself up into center straddle again. Point your toes inwards and your heels slightly out to protect the knees. Lift up halfway, flat back. Bring your arms out and then behind you. And then slowly lower your body down, laying your head on the mat if you can. Let gravity pull you down even deeper into this center straddle forward fold. Grab your hands behind you and then pull your arms in front of you into a nice shoulder stretch. Release the arms and just grab the ankles. Hold in this center straddle forward fold. Sit your head down on the mat, trying to get your head to be on the mat directly underneath the center of your legs. Lift up, arms high in the sky. Step to the front of your mat. Lift up high in the sky. And then swan dive down into forward fold. Lift up halfway. Step your right foot behind you. Lower down that knee. You're on your left knee, low lunge, arms high in the sky, stretching out the right psoas muscle, hips are leaning forward, arch your back slightly, grab your hands and interlace your fingers maybe, or if it feels better to put your hands on the top of your thigh. Shift your hips back and extend that left leg forward, foot flexed into a half split. Lean your body over, deeply stretching out the hamstrings on your left side now. Transition your hips forward into a low lunge and then exhale and sit back, extending the left foot into your half split. Shift your hips back and forth a bit and then release into a full split. Sit your chest up. Rebend your left knee back into your low lunge. And then extend your left leg out, sitting your hips back again, going back into your half split and bending over. Square your hips and lean over. Enjoying the stretch. Rebend the knee and shift your hips forward into low lunge. Take all the time you need to readjust. Now, sit your torso up straight, square the hips. Pull your hips back again and again. Lean over that front extended leg. Place your right hand on the outside of your left extended leg in the half split. Take your left arm and grab it behind your waist into a bind. Noticing the different parts of your leg that are feeling sensations right now. Go back to center. Lift up. Bend that knee. Shift the hips forward into a low lunge. Now, square your hips, place your left knee directly over the left ankle, sit upright, tuck your tail and tuck your chin down, feeling a deep stretch and sensation in the right psoas muscle. Breathe deeply in and out, squeezing the inner thighs together for stability. Arms swoop up high in the sky, shift your hips forward, arch the back, hands go down to the mat, bend and lift that left leg up, let the right step back into meeting the left, shift your hips up and back into a downward facing dog. Feeling a nice stretch along the backs of your legs. Pressing your chest close to the tops of your thighs. Then catch a wave and do a body roll forward into high plank. Bend the elbows, lower down chaturanga. Pull up into cobra, then upward facing dog, then tuck the chin and curl up and back into downward facing dog. Breathe in and breathe out. Breathe in good, positive energy. Exhale, stress, worry, and doubt. Curl forward, lowering the knees down into tabletop position. Then set your bum back on your heels and return to child's pose. Tense the fingers, feeling a stretch in the arms, then release. Then place the hands, palms face up, back by your heels. And just notice the breath going in and out of your nose. Stay fully aware and present in this moment. Take time for stillness and peace. Completely letting go of anything and everything. When ready, lift your torso up, sit in a comfortable position, rest your hands gently on your knees, and take this time for meditation.